Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is what I eat to drop these pounds, girl. Oh my gosh. So a few months ago I posted a video about intermittent fasting, and I shared with you guys this great app called Do Fasting that has helped me on my weight loss journey, and I am collabing with them again to let you guys know about how to lose weight, keep it off, and well, girl, we going into a new year. I mean, do you want to carry this old fat into a new year? I don't think so. So I'm here to share with you guys what I eat in a day. People think that if you're losing weight, you have to do extreme diets and not like what you're eating. And it's false. And so I just want to share with you guys what I eat in a day. Typically, this is not what I eat every day, but this is what I eat multiple times for the week. So, of course, I am teaming up with Do Fasting again. Do Fasting was the #1 fitness app on the App Store in 2020. Do Fasting is not like your typical weight loss app. Do Fasting was actually created and curated by actual nutritionists. For me personally, this app has really helped me stay on track of my weight loss and also helped me to stay motivated with my weight loss. And it was a great way to introduce intermittent fasting to my body because I've done fasting before, but I've never really done intermittent fasting, though I had heard of it, and it's great for beginners and intermediate people alike. That is one of the cooler things about the app, that you don't have to know what you're doing. You can just jump right on into intermittent fasting, and there's guides there, so you can start off with a longer eating window and then slowly shorten your eating window. Now, everybody's different. Everybody has a different goal, so whatever your goals are, the app is going to kind of tailor itself to your personal body goals. If you are trying to lose a certain weight by a certain time, this app is going to get you there. So because I agreed to partner with Do Fasting, they are offering a 75% off coupon for you guys using the code BOUGIE10, and you can use that on any of their fasting plans. For the first 500 people that sign up, you will get an additional 10% off using the code BOUGIE10. Don't forget that you cannot use the code on the app itself. You have to use the code on the actual web browser, which will be, of course, in the description box. There will be a link in there for you to click so that you can use the discount code and start your weight loss journey. So you guys are not new to this. You guys are true to this. This is not my first time talking about Do Fasting and my fasting journey. Look at me. I mean, my tummy's not all the way there yet, but your girl had 3 babies back to back, so give her a break, okay? I'll show you guys my tummy when it's in a place where I feel like, yeah, you know? Have to admit, I fall off the wagon sometimes. It's really hard. It really is hard for me personally to not snack on things that I'm not supposed to snack on, especially on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays, there's stuff that I do outside of the house, and I tend to get stuff that I'm not supposed to have. So Tuesdays have been throwing me, a little off course, but that will be over next week. So hopefully I'll be able to be a little bit more consistent with my journey. It's a slow pace, okay, guys? Don't judge me too harshly. I don't want to talk off your ear, so let's get right on into what I eat to lose weight. So I like to start my morning off with some green tea. My mom is making me my breakfast. What an angel. So I like an omelet. She's using 3 eggs. Of course, you're going to throw in your salt, your pepper, and I believe she's going to add some chili flakes in here as well. And this omelet is loaded with cheese. I love double smoked cheddar. It's so delicious. It's like, if you're a bacon lover, you'll love it. There's feta cheese in there. We have hot and spicy banana peppers, and of course the spinach. Chopping your spinach up is completely optional. You can just put it in just like that, because you know spinach shrinks. You'll put in all these leaves and it's gonna look like one leaf, really. But we're gonna chop up the spinach and get it ready to put into the omelet. Once the pan is hot, you want to pour the eggs in and let them cook down a bit. What was it worth? I can take back, I can stop feeling. How about you? I've been thinking about us and the things you said, how you don't feel enough to come share my bed. Your next step, of course, is to start adding in your ingredients. You can add them in whatever order you want, but we tend to put the spinach in first, and then we will move on to the following ingredients. Here we see Mom chopping up the banana peppers. Again, you don't have to chop your banana peppers if you don't want to. Then we add them into the pot, and usually she adds the ingredients on just one half of the omelet, but the spinach was quite a bit, so it kind of spilled over. Now she's adding all the cheeses. So first she's adding the feta cheese, then she's grating some smoked cheddar. Oh, and again, I must say, if you've not had smoked cheddar, girl, what is you waiting for? Go and buy that smoked cheddar cheese. Oh my gosh. I don't eat pork, but you know, if you're a bacon lover, you'll probably really like smoked cheddar if you haven't had it. It's my secret ingredient when I make mac and cheese. Oh my gosh. It is to die for. And this is, of course, the old cheddar. Now Mom is flipping the omelet over. Usually it's not this stuff. She was doing three much for this video. Usually it's not as much cheese as you saw, but it's still a good amount. Now that's all that you're gonna see on my plate, because, well, we don't need any more than this. This omelet is gonna hold me until lunchtime. This was technically just a snack. It wasn't really lunch, but I'm taking yogurt, maple syrup, and some Harvest Crunch in the honey nut flavor, and I'm gonna make a parfait. This is technically not keto for a number of reasons, but if you want a snack, yogurt, Greek yogurt is usually a very good go-to, just not paired with all the stuff that I paired it with. As you see, I've added maple syrup to my yogurt. Look at it flowing, oh my gosh. And now I am adding in my granola, and this is just a nice light snack that I'm going to enjoy, and it's gonna hold me until dinner time. So I like to eat a parfait or something like this instead of, I don't know, one of my kids' cake snacks, chips, something that's really unhealthy. And I don't always eat the yogurt with the maple syrup and the granola. Sometimes I'll just have yogurt, or sometimes I'll have yogurt and granola, or sometimes I'll have the yogurt, maple syrup, and granola. But I try not to eat this every day, but it is really good. This is kind of what I eat if I am like craving something sweet and don't want to go for like chocolate. Let's jump right into dinner. My pan is heated, there's oil in there, and I am throwing in my onions. It is olive oil, by the way. So now I am chucking in my ground beef. It looks absolutely disgusting right now because we are making tacos, but we are not making just any tacos. So we'll get to that in a second, but I just threw in some minced garlic. You have to have garlic, and I'm breaking up my meat now. And I'm going to add all my seasonings in. As far as seasonings go, don't ask me how much because I rely on the ancestors to tell me how much to shake up in there. So if your ancestors can be channeled, channel them, girl. Okay, if they can't, that's between you and your ancestors. So there's salt, there's pepper. I believe I use cayenne pepper as well, just for a little kick, you know. I used some ginger and also some garlic powder, granulated of course, and some bouillon. So you can use bouillon or you can use beef broth, but I didn't want to open a new thing of beef broth, so I just chucked in some bouillon and I let it cook. I just let it cook. I must be out of my mind. How could I forget the Lowry's? Oh my goodness. So I definitely used some Lowry's in here. You'll see me pop it up. Yep, there it is. Okay. We put some Lowry's seasoning salt in there as well. And like I said, we just let it cook. When you're seasoning, you can definitely just opt out and use good old-fashioned Old El Paso taco seasoning if that's what you want to do. But I like to just season how I feel the meat should taste. So the meat is still cooking. I'm just gonna throw the lid on to help it hurry up a bit. And we're gonna move on to prepping for the tacos. Don't tell me y'all thought you was gonna have tortillas. Ain't no tortillas around these parts, okay? You are having peppers because you're trying to discover your waistline again. So no carbs, okay? No carbs at all. We are going in with sweet peppers, and we're gonna cut the sweet peppers in half because these are your new taco shells. No more tortillas, okay? Say bye to the tortillas. Adios, tortillas. So with your peppers, you wanna cut them and gut them, okay? Get the middle out. Cut them in half, get the middle out. That's what your goal is with these peppers. You want to go for orange, yellow, red. You do not want to go for green unless you like the way green peppers taste. They're way too strong and they're not good for this meal. So my suggestion is red, yellow, orange. Now it's time to stuff your peppers or dress your tacos, whatever you want to say. And you're going to put the ground beef inside of the peppers. Now do not knock this until you try it, because when I first tried it, I was like stunned at how good they were, and I'm like, I could literally never eat a taco shell ever again. So put the ground beef in the peppers. Once you do that, you want to add your cheddar cheese. I like to put my cheese directly onto my meat so that the cheese will melt a bit. So this is just plain old cheddar. Now I'm gonna throw on some red onions. Of course, the red onions are optional. You don't have to use red onions. You can use regular onions or you can use no onions, because remember, you added onions to your meat. A lot of people don't like onions. I personally love onions. I don't know how you don't like onions. I feel like they're like one of the gems of seasoning food. Anyway, now I'm adding my diced tomatoes. This is a beef steak tomato, I think. Usually I get Roma because it's less acidic. Now I am adding my salsa. This is obviously mandatory for tacos. You need to have salsa on your tacos. And of course, then I will add some sour cream. Now I am adding some scallion. Again, not really necessary. I mean, how much onion breath am I looking for right now? Why do I have 3 different types of onion on these tacos? I don't know. Obviously, I said I like onions and I like them a lot. Last but not least, you want to add your spinach, girl. I always put my spinach on top of my tacos because these are so messy that when you bite into them, the sour cream goes on the tip of your nose and you get upset. Well, at least I get upset. So I started putting the spinach on top of the sour cream so that when I bit into it, I wouldn't have such an issue. And now it's bone apple teeth. Yes, this video was shot in 4K, but it's not going to be uploaded in 4K because then I used my DSLR, which is not 4K, to film the beginning part of the video. And so now this is not in 4K, but it would have been, and that's all that matters.